everybody, welcome to my channel, Universal Soul Vibrations. This is going to be a reading for Virgo for the month of January 2021. We're going to do a crystal casting along with cards. I am learning how to do the crystal casting, so bear with me as we move through this process. So let me grab some. Gonna reach in the bag and pull out some crystals for you guys and see what we got here. And that one's always gonna roll away at home. All right, so we're gonna move this here because it's closer to the center. So at the center of your reading, Virgo, you've got Jupiter. Okay, and Jupiter is all about expansion and growth. Good fortune comes in with Jupiter. And the crystal that we have for Jupiter is lepidolite, and it's a stone of transition, but it helps you to release and reorganize old behavior and psychological patterns, and brings deep emotional healing. So it looks like your main theme for the month of January, Virgo, is going to be there's going to be a lot of growth with it, a lot of expanding for you, because you're going to be transitioning into a period that you learn how to let go of the things that don't work for you anymore, behaviorally and psychologically. And this is going to bring a lot of healing into you. So it's a healing month for you. It looks like the Earth Signs are having a month of healing. It looks like all your stones kind of fell in the same areas. So your main focus this month is going to be the family and the self. We do kind of have the moon straddling work and family. So we're going to start with work. So let's talk about the moon and the work. There may be something, when I think of the moon, I think of the moon card, which definitely indicates sometimes things aren't totally seen. The path hasn't been totally lit up. But the moon can also indicate that there's journeys over water, anything psychic that comes up. And we've got the moonstone. So the moonstone is a stone for new beginnings, inner growth, and strength. And we talked about expansion with Jupiter, okay? So it looks like in the work area, there's going to be some type of new beginning for Virgos, that's going to bring you a lot of strength and a lot of growth. And promotes a lot of inspiration in you. It's like you're reborn again when it comes to the work. We can move past everything else because we didn't get anything, but we'll get some cards there in a little bit. So in the self, we've got 3 stones. We've got the love stone, which is rose quartz. We've got the heart chakra, and we've got the throat chakra. Okay, so let's talk about these a little bit. So the love stone within the self. So seeing the love stone within the self, and the self is about how we see ourselves. What do we see when we look in the mirror? And as I look at this, I'm kind of feeling like, for you guys, Virgo, in the month of January, the love stone is in there to say, in the heart chakra, to say, stop being so hard on yourself, because Virgos can be very hard on themselves and the people that are around them. And you really need to take a look in the mirror and communicate more positive, loving things to yourself, okay? Is the message I'm getting here. The rose quartz is all about universal love, trust, harmony in relationships, encouraging unconditional love, but you gotta have that unconditional love for yourself too. And opening your heart more, making yourself more vulnerable, is part of what's coming up with this, okay? But you just need to communicate to yourself better, and so that you can see yourself the way that everybody else sees you. Okay, because I just feel like you're just way hard on yourself, and that causes some issues. In the family environment, we've got my little butterfly here, and we've got the new stone and the moon. So there's something there's some news that's going to be coming in regarding the family that's going to cause some change. The black obsidian is not the greatest of news. So there's going to be some news that's going to come in that's going to change something in the family in the month of January. Taurus got the same thing. So earth signs seem to be having some type of upheaval occurring within the family unit. All right. So in the work, we've got the Two of Swords, okay? And the Two of Swords card, you know, if you look at her, she's got that blindfold on. I'm kind of feeling like there are changes that you want to make within the work environment, but you're just not quite clear on what they want, what you where you want to make them. But you've got to trust yourself that you're going to go in the right direction. Just take that blindfold off. You'll know which way to go. You're kind of at a crossroads right now when it comes to the work situation. And as I said, with the moon, there's something that's not quite seen when it comes to the work, but there is a new beginning with Moonstone coming in that's going to bring growth and strength to you. Okay, so take the blindfold off so that you can figure out which way you want to go. You can see more clearly which way you want to go. And learn to, you know, enjoy work more. I think part of the change that's going to happen in the new beginning that's going to come in for you is there going to be some, I feel like there's going to be a revitalization for you, Virgo, in the work environment. That's going to make you have the love for it again that you once had. All right, let's see what we got for finances for Virgo. So finances aren't looking so good. There's going to be a bit of a loss when it comes to the finances for Virgo. Three of Swords is all about heartbreak, loss. So maybe you gambled on something and it didn't really work out too well for you. Sorry about that. Dropped the cards when I picked them up. Maybe you gambled on something and it didn't work out for you too well. Dropping stuff all over the place tonight for you guys. Sorry about that. Let's see what comes up with this. Because you didn't trust yourself is part of what came into this. You know, this card to me is that self-reflection thing. She's looking in that mirror. But you know, if you look at her, she looks a bit apprehensive. So you didn't trust yourself and it caused you to, I feel like you let somebody else lead you and it didn't lead you in the right direction when it came to finances. In the home, there also could have been some type of breakup in the home, because we got the new stone that brings out new, you know, not so great news that causes change. So with the heartbreak here and the true love card that came up, there also, some people could have gone through a divorce, which causes issues within the finances. In the home, we've got the King of Wands, okay? And, you know, he's a very strong king, that King of Wands. If you look at him, he's got the lion behind him. He's very passionate. You know, he's kind of that, sometimes he marches to the beat of his own drum. I was trying to think what I wanted to say. In the home environment, if you plan on changing, because sometimes this guy can be a bit overzealous. If you plan on, changing your home, whether it be moving or doing some changes to the home, don't go over what you can't, because you've had that loss in the finances. And now we've gotten the loss coming up again in the home. Just be careful in there that you don't try to go too overboard, because it could cause you some unexpected losses when it comes to the home. Travel. What do we got for travel? Ace of Pentacles. Some type of new journey coming into you. You may have to travel for work. This is definitely, could be the card of work. So with the Ace of Pentacles and the travel part, I said there's going to be something that's going to come up for work that could cause a new beginning with the moon stone. And it's something that you're deserving of, okay? So there may be a change that comes in for the work. Maybe it's a promotion that now you'll have to travel for work. But it's very deserving. And it's going to bring in a lot of good things for you. A lot of happiness. Friendship. Virgo in January. We got the Five of Cups, okay? So the Five of Cups card, this particular, a friendship, what's coming to mind with me with this card in the friendship situation is a friendship may turn out to be something that you thought it wasn't. Something about it may be disappointing. The Five of Cups card can be the card, the card we talk about, don't cry over spilt milk. So I'm kind of feeling like there was a disappointment within there's going to be a disappointment in January within a relationship. It didn't turn out to be what you thought it was going to be. But you got plenty more around you, so make sure you see those as well. And just don't dwell on the one that had some issues. Yeah, it seems like this person, whoever this person was kind of one of those people that were in and out of your life, in and out of your life, in and out of your life, the back and forth on the seesaw, they'd come in for a while, then they go away, then come in, go away, go away. It was one of those up and down things. So maybe it's better off that it didn't work out, that you've kind of finally seen what the disappointments were there, Virgo. And the love. We got the Seven of Swords, okay? So definitely nothing great in love for you in the month of January. The Seven of Swords, somebody's gossiping about something. We got this chatty crow right up front here. But you see the guy kind of sneaking around in the back. So somebody, maybe was sneaking around in a relationship with that Seven of Swords coming up. There's some betrayal there. Relationships don't seem to be your thing in January, Virgo. Yeah, I think what it's saying here, because we've got this card, make sure you look at things very closely within the love department. because it looks like you're going to discover that maybe someone was sneaking around. And the self. What do we got for the self? It's time for you to heal yourself and forgive yourself with the King of Cups coming up here. King of Cups can be the apology, can be the forgiveness card. He just wants to offer love. That Knight of Cups, I'm sorry. That Knight of Cups just wants to offer some love, okay? And you need to give some love to yourself. Looks like you're going to be through quite a bit in January, so definitely need to bring yourself some love. Yep. Find some peace within yourself. And I think that's one of the big things that another theme for you for January, because look at how many stones fell in that spot, how many crystals fell in there. It's all about finding that, that peace of mind within yourself, and forgive yourself for things that maybe you also did that didn't work out for the best. Okay, what's this one? The family. And the family is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is all about putting a lot of work in. So maybe there's some work that needs to be done in the family unit. This card is all about paying attention to details. Mastering something within the family unit. All about planning and action, okay? So it looks like maybe the family unit needs to sit down and make a plan on how to make these changes work. All right, let me pull the card for your overall card. What's your overall theme with the card? Virgo's overall theme for January. Is that the Knight of Wands or the King of the Wands back there? He looks like Shamar from Criminal Minds. Card don't want to come out. Okay, so you got the bearing fruit card, all right, as your overall theme. And when we think of bearing fruit, we think of abundance, right? Look at all the leaves on that tree. It is very full. The image down the bottom looks like a turtle to me. And turtles can bring in luck, okay? So there is going to be some type of luck coming in for you in the month of January. It's definitely not going to be on the home front, though. Let's see, the bearing fruit. Yeah, it's going to be on the work front. The bearing fruit card is all about the results of hard work. An idea or consistent thought manifesting into form. The relationship between the external world and the internal world of feelings and beliefs. When this card comes up, you are in a powerful and fertile season of your life when you're particularly good at making things happen with very little effort. Pay close attention to what you're manifesting now, from your career to your personal relationships. Your influence is strong at this time. If you don't like what your life is yielding, prune the proverbial tree and get into alignment with what generally lights you up. And I think with some of these cards that came up for you, that is the message that they're giving you. It's time to get into alignment with your dreams and what you want. Remember, you birth into the world that which you pay most attention to and consistently hold within as your truth. Be clear about what you intend, okay? And it looks like the area that you're looking at mostly is the work area, which doesn't kind of surprise me for the Virgos. They definitely are hard workers and put a lot of work, but it looks like you're neglecting the other areas of your life. So you might want to take a look at that for the month of January. All right, Virgo, have a wonderful evening.